Will PlayStation 6 be the last PlayStation? So the next generation of consoles is probably going to be the last generation of consoles. Before I get started, please leave a like or subscribe. Let me know if you mess with the content. If you mess with the content, support it. Come on, bro. It's free 99, bro. All you got to do is do a little click and that's it. But to get into why I feel like the next generation, you know, the PlayStation 6 or whatever Xbox is going to call their next system, why I feel like these are going to be the last generation of consoles, like physical hardware. Here's the 3 reasons. Cloud gaming / renting. 2, we are reaching our graphical limits. And 3, the one that we're all complaining about online, all of us is hating, is AI. So I'm gonna start off with cloud gaming. When I'm speaking of cloud gaming, I'm not necessarily just saying, oh, streaming services. I mean an aspect like we're gonna be renting or subscribing to play games, whether it's renting a hardware or subscribing to, you know, a Game Pass or whatever subscription for us to get our gaming fix. So basically gaming companies are following the formulas of, you know, Netflix or Spotify and all them streaming services. Remember back in the day, and with music, we had to buy CDs, buy cassette tapes, or even buy MP3s online once they started getting online. And before, we used to have to go buy movies or go out to Blockbuster, rent movies. Nowadays, everything is a subscription. And gaming is going down the same path. Sorry to tell you, we should have all seen this coming. It was so long until we don't own anything anymore and we're just gonna be renting and subscribing to play our game. You could even see it now with Sony in the UK having a website where people are able to lease and rent PlayStations. Yes, rent PlayStations. They're no longer focusing on giving the PlayStation, having you purchase the PlayStation in full. He's like, hey, listen, pay this $5, $10 a month. I don't know how much they're paying, but pay this and you'll be good, bro. Just rent it, and when you're done with it, you don't gotta hold on to it. It just comes right back to us. It saves them hardware and saves them money producing stuff for them to collect all their profit. Because honestly, we're seeing the rise in gaming consoles from the Nintendo, from the Xbox, being in like the 600, 700s for a system that's been out for like, you know, what has it been, like 4+ years? Obviously, you see they're trying to push us away from going out there and purchasing hardware and trying to get us to rent and having us basically depending on them for our gaming needs. Now, the next thing, we are reaching our graphical limit. Now, I know I'm gonna get pushed back on this, but come on, like, how many more pixels and how much more textures can we add to these graphics that already look clean and look realistic as hell as it is now? Like, how long you think companies are gonna really be shelling out money to get all these high advanced equipments from the CPU to the GPU and keep it advancing and basically running up resources to reach these graphical capabilities? When now that we have AI, listen, a lot of gaming companies are starting to realize graphics ain't really that important. They're starting to see the most popular games coming from the indie companies, you know, that don't have a high budget, or even 2D games. Like, these games are killing it. They're starting to realize that the consumer is just worried about the gaming experience. We're starting to see all these AAA gaming companies shelling all this money, all this time into graphics, and the games just be flopping. We ain't worried about that no more, especially with AI now, where basically they can just have artificial intelligence put a fresh coat of paint on the game for them. And now that brings me into AI, which is going to tie into the previous point. We are seeing these videos online where people are taking AI and basically making a old classic game realistic looking. You really think that AI is just chat GBT and those weird IG and TikTok videos? No, gaming companies are implementing them into their gaming when they're developing. They are adding that within their gaming. So you guys really think that, okay, we have AI now to basically make this game look realistic, basically to the point it's indistinguishable from reality. Why are we gonna be shelling out resources to make a more powerful GPU or a more powerful CPU or, you know, enhanced RAM when we can just have AI do everything for us? I'm telling you, the society is getting lazy. We're already seeing it. We're seeing how us as consumers are relying on chat GBT or just for anything. We're using AI all over the place. People are not even texting no more. We got fucking talk text and the AI correcting us, all that stuff. So you really think game companies ain't gonna implement that and get on their lazy stuff and be like, hey man, I'm tired of all this. Yo, just make the structure of the game and have AI just throw a coat of paint on it and ship it out. That's it. AI is gonna help streaming games over wireless connections, making it more smooth and seamless to the point you guys ain't gonna miss the console, honestly, or at least what they think, because I'm gonna miss the console. But then again, I'm a dinosaur. If they honestly is a new generation coming up, once they grow into it, it's just gonna be the norm, like everything else. Like, I sit there and tell my son about 90s gaming, and he just looked like, that's crazy you had to go through all that stuff. We got it so much easier. We don't gotta do none of that. We can save our games. We got checkpoints. We don't gotta blow into cartridges. We don't even gotta go out and stand in line for a game release date. And you know what? It's normal to them. They're fine with it. The only people that be complaining about it is the older heads like me. But eventually, we're gonna be gone. So it will be the norm. I know everything I'm saying is crazy. I don't like it. I'm just seeing where it's going. And as a business person, like if I was to take my brain out and to replace it with a CEO of some big gaming company, this will be the best way to get the most money for the less work. And that's what all of us want to do. They always say it. Work smarter, not harder. So yeah, time will tell. We will see what happens. Will PlayStation 6 be the last PlayStation? We gonna see. I just know when those games come out, they're gonna be $1,000 more. When those consoles come out, they're gonna be $1,000 more. I know it already. I see the future. Like, I got the beams on. And you know, a lot of us ain't gonna be able to afford these things, man. So a lot of us are gonna be forced into this, yo, we just gonna stream the game, or we just gonna hit the website and rent a PlayStation and use it for as long as we need to, and then give it back to the company when we're done with it. But yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments about this. This is just my opinion, you feel me? We can agree to disagree. You let me know where you think gaming is going to be heading in these next years to come. But I thank you. See y'all in the next video.